hard to see from the moment we arrive.
Good morning, ladies. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you're new. If you are new, my name is Audrey. I like to create motivational homemaking videos, stay-at-home mom motivation, and health and fitness routines. So today we will be doing my 5 a.m. morning routine as a stay-at-home mom. My kids usually don't wake up until 7. I'm starting to make it a habit to wake up around 2 hours before them, and my oldest is 4, so don't be too hard on yourself if your goal is to do the same, but you're in a season where sleep is a priority. It was for me too for around 4 years. So before I would say, okay, I'm up early, now what? And just go back to bed because I had no real reason to wake up early. And this may take a few tries to build an intentional morning routine that you look forward to and, get excited about. So knowing before you start your day and taking care of, everyone else and everything else, this time is dedicated to taking care of yourself. So I hope you find some homemaking motivation and get some ideas and find some encouragement to make your mornings more calm, relaxing, and purposeful. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started.
Seems like forever.
My goal for my mornings is to feel refreshed and renewed. So first things first, I want to wash my face, give a little moisturizer to my skin, and I'll just do like my cheek palette, just add a little lip liner. It may sound silly, but I feel like it makes me feel more put together, it makes me feel pretty, it makes me feel refreshed. And I know days where I don't do that, I just feel like a little bit dirty. I'm sleeping in, whatever I collected on my face the night before. So first things first, we're gonna hydrate, and I am starting to do, like, you'll see I'm incorporating 2 different morning routines in this video. One where I did wake up at 5 a.m. and then the other one where I woke up at 8 a.m. and my husband took the kids in the morning. If you're new to my channel, my husband works for himself, so he'll take the kids when they first wake up, usually, but now that I'm gonna be the one waking up early, then they'll just wake up all together. So I will show later on what I put in my drink to help with my digestion and bloating, but here I am lighting a candle, setting the ambiance, and going to do a little bit of foam rolling. So ever since I've incorporated foam rolling, I've noticed so much improvement in the tightness in my muscles and my soreness, and it makes you get comfortable with breathing under pressure and pain because it can be quite painful. I think this is really helpful, especially for mamas who are maybe stuck in fight or flight mode. And if you are, you probably notice that your breathing can be labored sometimes, where you can't really get a full breath, and they're more like short labored breaths. So foam rolling can really help destimulate your central nervous system, and also, like I mentioned, help you to learn how to breathe under pressure and under pain, so it mimics that in real life stressors that we encounter every day. It also helps address tightness and imbalances in your muscle and improves your posture and alignment, and it's just very relaxing, and it reduces the stress and tension in your body. So I just highly encourage you ladies, if you're looking for something to start incorporating in your morning routine that's really, you're going to notice a huge difference, I would encourage foam rolling.
It's been so long.
Alright, good morning ladies. I am trying to wake myself up with this ice roller. I just got done doing my foam rolling. Yeah, I'm getting ready to look at my notes here. I put down yesterday at the coffee shop like all of my like every little detail that I want to do in the morning time, right down to like lighting a candle. This is what I have so far. After I do my Bible study, I want to like put on my robe and walk around the property like as the sun's coming up. So we'll see if we get to that before the kids wake up, but I'm just super proud of myself. I felt pretty good waking up. Obviously I was tired. I was like, I don't want to do this. But I was like, no, I committed to myself. My main goal that I really want to do for waking up early, not only to destimulate and just to allow, like I've always said, for my nervous system to wake up in a calm state, but also just to prioritize my Bible study and my relationship with God. So that's like my number one reason why I want to, because you know, as moms, you wake up, you have 1,000 things to do as soon as you open your eyes, and the day gets away from you, and then when you do have time, you're exhausted and you just want to either be on your phone or take a nap or, you know, do something that is not required so much of you being concentrated and focused and using your brain. So I want to, you know, yeah, prioritize that. I tried to write out my morning routine, and I'm just gonna like test it here and there, see what works, see what doesn't. I think for me, I find that, you know, working out, breaking a sweat first thing in the morning, I feel like for me that's too stimulating, but I still want to move my body. So I did like foam rolling, and that really opens up the muscle tissue and starts getting you to break a sweat a little bit. And then I'm gonna do some stretching. I might incorporate like my back posture stretching. Now I'm just testing things out to see if I have like a big enough window to do that before the kids wake up. So for now though, I think just moving my body with the foam rolling is really nice, and it wakes me up nice and slow. But yeah, cultivate a morning routine that you feel like you thrive in and that it's nice and relaxing to you. I was gonna put on here like start a load of laundry or like put the dishes away real quick, but I found that those things are not a priority to me when I first wake up. My morning routine is very intentional with every little step that I do matters, and it takes time to do that, and I have a short window, so I'm gonna do things like, yeah, sure, that might take 5 minutes altogether, but that's 5 minutes that, you know, I can do while they're playing. While it might be like productive, to me, I'm not looking for productivity, I'm just looking for me to have the most perfect, blissful morning routine and not to do any chores, right? Just everything that I want to do. So, and laundry and putting away the dishes is not one of them. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start my Bible study. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to get into. I think I want to study integrity, so we might do that. So, just go and get started. So it's around 6:20 and my daughter just woke up, so I soothed her back to sleep. She hasn't been waking up until like 7:30 most days, so hopefully she stays asleep. So my plan is that I'm going to read like the daily text, the daily scripture, and then it has a scripture, and then at the bottom it has like a paragraph. It explains and discusses like what it means. The easiest thing for me is to like listen and watch a morning worship, something where I'm not going in straight away and like writing notes and things. But of course you can always do like research on maybe like a personality trait that you'd like to work on. You can start with the fruits of the spirit and start with love and then work your way down. Of course, like Psalms and Proverbs, those are very easy to digest, and find like one verse that you really resonated with and then like do further research on. My notebook here that I designed, if you a daily Bible journal, and it says reflections, prayers, and gratitude. And then on the back here I wrote daily nourishing notes for the mind, body, heart, and soul. Every day is a fresh start. A scripture from Lamentations 3:23, and it says, for his mercies never end, they are new each morning. So if you ladies are going to do this challenge with me and meet somebody who wants to start waking up early, highly recommend getting yourself a Bible journal. If you want, I can link this one below, but it's super simple. It has right in here like daily nourishing notes. negative intrusive lies from the enemy. And then over here it has scriptural truth, God's thoughts, and then you just put the scripture that you want to be studying, reflections, prayer, application, and gratitude. So yeah, that's my little Bible journal. So now that I'm done with my Bible study, I probably have like maybe 15-20 minutes. I'm going to write out my intentions for the day, and then I'm going to just do some editing, check some emails. I'm listening to this course right now. It's from the Transformed Homemaker Society. Right here, I shared her video on my post the other day. It's a motivation for waking up early. I really liked her points that she brought out. But anyway, she has a course. I started listening to it yesterday. I'm about 30 minutes in, and yeah, I wanted to maybe catch up on that and maybe watch a few YouTube videos. And then hopefully by then, if I have enough time, I can walk around while the sun comes up. So we'll see. So it's okay to feel discouraged when you experience obstacles or things don't happen exactly how you would like them to for your morning routine. This morning my son woke up an hour before he normally does, and of course my mind wanted to go into victim mentality, but I've actually been practicing a lot and studying a lot on victim mentality and victimhood, and one of the practices is to have gratitude and to shift focus from what's wrong to what's working. And what's wrong in my eyes is my son is up before he's supposed to. Of course he woke up an hour before. He's never waken up an hour before, but now that I start to wake up at 5 a.m., he does. So what's working is my son can actually occupy himself, and I'm still able to study just with an occasional interruption. At first my mind wanted to shift my mindset in mom mode, like, okay, he's up, like I'm anticipating that he's needing things and not fully being in that relaxed mindset. But what I really needed to learn was it's not that big of a deal, and to replace those distorted thinking patterns with more balanced perspective, because he will feed into my emotions, my energy, and my attitude, and it's actually really good for him to see mom waking up early and studying the Bible. Alright, so here is the new morning routine, and what I put in my water is a little dash of apple cider, lemon juice, and cold pressed black seed oil with a couple drops of peppermint oil, and those are really good to help with your digestion and to prevent bloating throughout the day. So those are some habits that I'm trying to sew into my morning routine, and something too you can look forward to in the morning. I highly recommend you making a high protein biscuit or treat or pastry. Obviously, in my opinion, you should have like something that is good in healthy fats, high protein, and healthy carbs. I make my oatmeal cookies. I use chickpea flour, and I also replaced the maple syrup with monk fruit, so that helps not spike my blood sugar, because maple syrup is really high in sugar content. It's a good natural form, but at the same time it will spike your blood sugar, so I wanted to prevent that. I highly recommend you not drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Just have something small, and also it's something to look forward to, like your little treat in the morning, especially if it's healthy. You know that you're taking care of yourself and it's not just like filled with sugar. So here I was doing my glute workout. I mentioned this in my last video. Glute workouts are what I'm the most weakest in, and they are the most difficult for me, but also the most satisfying, and I've noticed such an improvement within the last 2 weeks of working on that. It's helped with my posture and my alignment.
Well, maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go if I had known from the start.
Here I am just making my tuna sandwich. I try to aim for at least 30 grams of protein at least in a meal and 120 to 130 a day. If you're not for sure of how much protein that you should be taking, just look up on GPT chat and it'll give your height, weight, and age, and then it'll calculate for you how much you should be reaching depending on like your goals for fitness and health.
Alright ladies, this is today's breakfast. It's like 53 grams of protein, and I did some more research that you can't have more than 30 grams of protein in one setting, just you can't go over for your body in a day, because that's when like it stores as fat. But yeah, that is a huge protein packed breakfast. I mixed tuna, plain Greek yogurt, and then my toast with avocado, so healthy fats. You get in your fiber, so what's the matter, Sissy? She's always trying to grab something. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna go do my hair and makeup and get ready, and then we'll head off to the coffee shop.
So something I changed in my beauty routine is I actually ran out of my one foundation, and although I love it, I want to try to find something more affordable, and I ran into this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer at my local Marshall's, and it's in the shade Desert 6.5, and it is so good. I am very pleasantly surprised, and I've heard that Bare Minerals is like a really good makeup brand, and it's like a clean makeup brand, so I was pretty happy about that. And also while I was there, I found this cream cheek lip color, and it's in the shade Plum Berry, and it's from the Honest Beauty brand, I think Jessica Alba, and the color is so beautiful. I've been looking for a deep berry like color like this. I think it goes well with my complexion and my hair color, and it really just brings out my eye color. So never underestimate the proper and true color of cheek tint that you need for your hair, complexion, and eye color. So you can find out like a palette online of what would work best for you.
I can stand up tall, call up my new friend, ask her if she's doing fine.
Alright, so I'm getting ready to have myself an early dinner. I did a grilled chicken breast with that yum yum sauce of California Melodies from Aldi's that I've showed. Yeah, I'm having myself an Element drink. Is the black cherry lime, but my favorite is the watermelon to get in your sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And then I picked up some nails. These are my favorite designs. Yeah, just have myself some dinner, and then I'm going to start the nighttime routine. I'm going to do some chores, make dinner, do all that. I also wanted to share these protein bars that I recently discovered. It's 1 gram of sugar. It has magnesium, vitamin E, MCT, lion's mane, and it's only 170 calories. So it's like a nice little brownie dessert. And that's what I'm going to enjoy right now.
So here I am just making the bed. I usually make it once a week, and I also discovered this brand Lesser Evil, super clean ingredients, and for this whole bowl it's only like 110 calories, so nice little treat. You can still enjoy your little snacks just in moderation.
Alright ladies, it is around 6 o'clock. I just put my daughter down for bed, and I'm getting ready to do a walk on the treadmill. I usually still like to do my walks even if I do like a low impact workout in the morning time. I try to get like an evening walk, trying to be in a calorie deficit, so I stopped eating around 5. And the last thing I ate was my little treat there you see with the popcorn. But yeah, I'm in a calorie deficit right now, so I feel like, you know, doing my workout this morning on top of my walking will really add, I would say probably altogether like 500 calories. So that is putting me more in a deficit. So that's really good. As long as I'm nourishing myself and I'm hitting my protein intake, I got about 130. I'm starting to aim for more 130 grams of protein. So right now I'm trying to find like my go-to high protein. Obviously I want to get in my healthy carbs. I love sweet potato for getting in my carbs, and then healthy fats like avocado. All right, well, I'm gonna get some editing done. I'll probably put on like a show in the background or something and do my workout, and then take a quick shower and get in bed and do my nails.
little tip in the evening time if you like to crawl in bed like I do and just be on your laptop, write your notes, study, journal, watch your show. I highly recommend getting a propped up little desk like this just to help with your posture and also for you not to be looking down a lot. Really helps. So yeah, just a little tip there. I tried this Element pack. It was the chocolate flavored. It was pretty good. I will say it was a little salty, but still good.
All right, good morning, ladies. So today is a new day and it's around noon. I just put my daughter down for a nap and my husband got home work early. So since he does work for himself, there will be like moments where he has like a little bit of a dry spell or something. So I try to like take advantage of the time while he's home, and I'm gonna go to a coffee shop. That's like my new favorite thing to do, and I'm gonna do some editing. I want to do some studying. I want to write out like my ideal vision and version of what my morning routines are gonna be like. I talked about in my last video how my goal for the month of April, I'm doing a 30-day challenge to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. So yeah, I packed my bag, I brought my notebook, my laptop. I'm gonna stop and get a few snacks and then yeah, just try to relax a little bit. Yesterday I didn't feel like vlogging just because I was moving at a snail's pace, and it's a week before I start my period, and that's usually like the worst for me. So even this morning I was feeling very irritable and just tired, and the kids were being a little difficult. So yeah, this is like a nice treat to help me re-regulate and destimulate. And I was trying to do my breathing just to calm my central nervous system, because I stress about being stressed because that spikes my cortisol and then wreaks havoc on your central nervous system. And also just because I'm in a fitness journey and losing fat phase, having high cortisol, like high stress levels, is like, it makes it very difficult for your body to burn fat and to lose weight. So I get stressed about that. So I'm trying to So yeah, I already did my workout this morning. I did a HIIT and weight training workout. Took a shower, did my healthy morning routine. I'm trying to drink lots of water. Truly underestimated the power of a cute water bottle and how I'm like constantly refilling this thing. I've already refilled it 5 times already, and I can notice a drastic difference. And I know everybody is like, when you're on your fitness and health journey, like drink your water, especially nursing and just working out in general, I think is just so crucial. And if you're fasting, like intermittent fasting, water is so important. Packets, I like to do the Element. My favorite is the watermelon. It's so good. I really like those just to get in your sodium, potassium, and magnesium. But you can get like drops if it's hard for you to drink water. But yes, definitely go get a cute water bottle. I found this at Marshall's and it's perfect for the spring and summertime. So another thing that I actually ended up getting was a company reached out to me, and I had mentioned that I wanted to get like a heart monitor or something to track to where I know how many calories I'm burning throughout the day, but also in my workouts. And I'm doing a sizing right now, so they send you a box of rings, or like 5 or 6 different collars you can choose from. So I'm going to share with you all about that when it comes in the mail. Just trying to re-regulate myself, so that's what we're going to try and do, and hopefully this encourages you to do the same when you start to feel that coming on. So all right, I'm going to head out and then I'll see you at the coffee shop.
Here I am at the coffee shop. It is something I look forward to every single week. It really is just such a delight, and I encourage you ladies to find something that gives you hope and something you can look forward to each week. Maybe that is going to a coffee shop. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next video. All right, bye.